Hear you. And we're live. We're live. And we're live. Now Kelley Janome is thinking she should have said no.
No way.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Whatever you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or yes, even Instagram. The streaming service that I use can now stream to Instagram. So this is my first time. Hello to you in Instagram land if you're watching. Unfortunately, I don't think if you make comments that I can see it. So hopefully I'll just come to my phone later and I'll look back. I'm Adam Ratliff, aka Adam So Fun. We have one watcher, Kelley. Oh, it just went to 6. Sue, Merry Christmas. Bryce, these are my new headphones. Merry Christmas to me. Ben got them for me. And he asked me, I was wearing them the other day. And what I'm really going to I think they're going to be great for long arming because the long arms are so loud, which is why I have these earbuds because these are noise canceling, but one of them's not working. This is for the safari trip. And I said, oh my gosh, it's so they're so heavy that I feel like my head's going like this. And Ben's like, okay, you're dumb. And so I said, I'm just going to wear them for like 20 minutes a day to get my neck, to strengthen my neck. I'm so dumb. These are the things I think about. Hello, everyone. Hello, Tina and Pat. But yeah, so I am wearing my new headphones. Kelley's wearing her glasses. So if she needs her glasses later, we can say they're on your head. And everybody, this is Kelley Janome.
Hey.
Tell us about yourself.
I feel like I do this every time we talk.
I know, but maybe someone didn't watch.
So I'm Kelley.
Wait. Before, let me keep talking about myself first. No, I'm just kidding. Before you do, you've never actually been on just like the two of us like this, have you? We did the live with Pro Stitcher.
That's right. You're right. And
then you were in the Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And then now this is it. Yeah, this is it. So yeah, tell my kids all about you. Wicked feedback.
I am too.
I don't have feedback.
I'm getting feedback too. On? I have my phone muted just so we could see comments in case you weren't seeing them. I was going to make sure I could see them, but it's muted so that now I don't have it. Oh, every time you talk, I do. It's your headphones.
It's not my headphones.
It's every time you talk.
Hold on. Now, are you have it?
No.
It wasn't really the headphones?
I'm so smart. Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't have it. I didn't have any feedback. Well, I can't hear you.
You really can't hear me?
We fixed it. I'm just kidding. I can hear you. I was kidding.
Don't play those jokes on me. I'm not.
Somebody likes the live because we fixed it. Call us. I don't know. Who's an electrician? Call us an electrician. I need to turn the fan on in here. Okay, Kelley, tell people about yourself. I got to get the controller to turn the fan higher.
Okay, so I'm Kelley McKenzie. I work for Janome America as their long arm specialist. Quilting is my passion. I have said recently that I need some motivation to get going again because like I'm in a rut. But let me tell them about my Adam So Fun history.
Oh my gosh, is it appropriate?
It's very appropriate. Okay, so over a year ago, I discovered way longer than that, but not this Houston, but last Houston. Wasn't it last Houston the first time I got to meet you?
No, I think it was in 21. It was the first one that Houston was back, I think.
Yeah, you're right. But you ignored me that Houston.
No, I came and met you.
Yeah, but barely. Like, you know. Whatever.
So we met that Houston because Janome booth was over like there. Over in the
that was the second year.
Second year, you were like across from us. The first year I met you, Diane took me over and you guys were in like row 2 or 300.
You're right. So, okay. So the next year when I thought you still didn't remember me and I had to introduce myself, I stood in line at Houston to hug your neck because I had to like go meet my person. That's like my favorite quilt celebrity. And then I had to bring my husband back to meet you. But no, I love Adam.
Oh, Brian.
Become fast friends.
We have become fast friends. I have someone I can call and get help from with my machines.
Well, when I know what I'm doing, yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I'm going to have to call and get help from you whenever I start free motion quilting.
You're going to do it on the M8 before I get to do it on the M8.
True. There was something.
I mean, I should be getting one soon, but they still haven't sent me one yet.
I was just sitting here earlier. I just took a shower. I was going to text you at noon and be like, I'm just getting in the shower. Because I've been in my room since like 7 this morning. And yes, was I playing PlayStation for some of that? I absolutely was. It is my passion. Also, I'm addicted to crocheting. We'll get into that. But I've been sewing so much. So in the past 2 days, I have made all this. You keep talking. I have to come to my wall.
I've been in my sewing room since about 9 this morning, but I've also been playing Wordle. I'm addicted to Wordle.
You tell them how you play multiple games of Wordle. That's so weird.
Yeah, well, I figured out why you don't know how to do that. When you click on Wordle, you have to click classic instead of daily. I mean,
Well, I don't play Wordle. I stopped playing Wordle when they started repeating letters. I'm dyslexic with letters. I can never win.
I can sympathize with 2 dyslexics in my house.
2 dyslexics.
Brian and Eli. Yeah, they both suck at spelling.
Eli. Happy birthday, Eli.
He's 18 and no one can no longer sue me for anything he does.
You can't, you're live. You can't say things like that.
Well, it's the truth.
Oh my gosh. So let's see. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, Shelby would ask, is where are you from? You can't see it because this is on YouTube, because I can see YouTube and I can see Facebook.
Originally, I am from, let me shock y'all, the deep, deep South, Mississippi. But I live in North Carolina now, right above Charlotte, and I love it here. But for some reason, I cannot lose my Southern accent. My daughter has, but I haven't.
Well, why would you want to?
Well, I mean, let's just talk about that for a second. I'm fixing to like call some people out at Janome. So when I first started working for Janome, and
Beth says hi. Sorry, Beth says hi. Beth from we went to dinner with her in
yeah.
Des Moines.
Where did we go to dinner with her at?
Des Moines.
Gosh, that's so long ago, it feels like. But Southern accent. So when I started doing videos, and everybody can go and actually like fact check me on this. When I started doing videos for Janome, they wouldn't let me talk on them because I'm so Southern. And they did voice override on them. And I was like, there is nothing wrong with the way I talk. Nothing.
Beth, you are not a 3 out of 10. Everybody just doesn't remember Des Moines. Although we did get lost in the tunnels. No, you can't. Fun. I called Kelly the other day because I was reading her posts about her son's birthday, but in my head I could hear her reading it like "Happy birthday, Eli," and so I started laughing. So I called her just to say, "Oh my God, I'm laughing." So let me show you what I've been doing, because I've been stitching. So I made 4 of these. These are for a block of the month. So I made 4 blue houses. I made 8 red houses.
I'm impressed.
Beautiful, gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And the stitching is perfect.
Because it's a Janome.
This was up there. I just love this so much. I had to grab it.
There's a lot of points.
I made that too.
They all match.
And then I made these blue blocks for another quilt along.
Awesome.
It's too hard to. Okay, so let me tell you this. This block is like, well, one, do you see the mistake? Wait.
Oh, I do. You have, well, you can't see what I'm pointing at, but
are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? I can hear you.
Did you hit mute?
No. My mute button's not undone.
Are you just moving your mouth?
No. You really can't hear me? Can everybody else on Facebook hear me?
Can anyone else hear Kelley? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Sorry, I'm like standing halfway. Look, I messed up.
I have
No, I
closed
didn't. Yeah,
caption on my
no.
phone.
Is that the one? No, here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear Kelley? You can hear both? Why can't I hear? Oh my gosh, this thing.
It's Bryce saying, oh, I can hear her. Laurie said I can hear her, so they can hear me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
This is just a hot mess today.
Well, then you might just need to put your closed
an
caption
idea.
on.
Okay, you talk while I try to figure what's going out.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Oh my goodness, this whole doing stuff by the seat of your pants live stuff is hard. I don't know how you do this every week.
I didn't hit mute.
Oh, well,
so quiet.
Everybody's saying they hear you both. I can hear Kelley. Woohoo. Yeah. Man, you've got a lot of people. Why does everybody like you so much? Because you're Adam so fun. That's why. So you and I both are not technically inclined up very well, even though we like use tablets for a living on our machines. You still can't hear me?
I can hear you now, but is it
God?
But is it echoing?
It's staticky a little bit. Talk. Test.
Hello.
Yep, staticky.
Testing. Okay, let me see. Can you hear me now? Can I hear you? No, as soon as I unplug it, I can't hear you anymore.
Oh my gosh, it's so staticky.
I have an idea. I'll be back.
Oh, the East Kentucky dialect. I want to hear an East Kentuckian talk. I'm sorry, I'm reading and trying to like talk to y'all at the same time. This is like a lot. What is up with this, Adam? Should I start showing off my blocks that I've done? Okay, so since you're still trying to figure this out, I'm going to show off my block. Oh gosh, this is hard to do. There, he's not even looking at me. Can you still not hear me? Are you texting me? I see you on your phone.
I can hear you.
You're still staticky every time you talk. Yes, show. I love Bryce. Okay, this is oh gosh, this is my favorite block. And all I'm doing is using a bunch of Tula Pink scraps that I have. And I'm doing that 100 block Tula Pink that I've been working on for like 3 years. A friend of mine bought me the book 10 years ago, and I still am only on block 40. Hey, there's 2 of you now. Are you still trying to figure out the static? So you just don't want to talk? So you don't hear the static?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't hear static.
I had to mute one, but I can only talk. So I'm talking through this one that's looking at you.
Okay.
But I wonder if I just turn off my camera and I can hear you. There we are. Okay, I'm back.
Wow.
Things we have to do.
How do you do these lives like where you all of a sudden have stuff to talk about? I don't got anything to talk about.
You just make it up. What have you been doing? Okay, I can talk. Roberta can't handle 2 Adams. Okay, let me. So you, I like that you're like I can't.
Oh, I want to see her profile. I wonder if that's the Roberta that I met at a quilt show.
She lives up near in Wisconsin.
Oh no, not her. Okay.
Hey, do you have any teaching gigs coming up?
Yeah, I'm going to Stitch House in Dallas in January, and then I'm going to somewhere in February. Let me look real quick. I can't remember. Oh, I'm going to QuiltCon. I'm not teaching.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's only like 2.5 hours from my house, so I'm going to drive it.
And
there's a tzatziki over there. I can't wait to eat.
What?
A tzatziki Mediterranean restaurant.
A tzatziki Mediterranean restaurant.
Tzatziki, like the tzatziki, you know.
Yes,
No.
I do know tzatziki.
Yeah.
Like the sauce. I want to like make that one picture smaller.
Good luck.
I wish I knew how to work this program a little better. What if I add? Oh, I have an idea. Cancel. So you have this. You don't have anything in. Well, I guess December's almost done. Can you believe that?
I know. And Christmas is almost here, and then Elizabeth's getting married. I did tell you that, right?
I knew they were engaged.
Nope, they're not even engaged yet, but they're going to get engaged and married while she's home.
Oh my gosh, I hope that she knows that. I thought they had got engaged. No?
No, he was planning on proposing to her when she got home for Christmas break. And then they got to talking, and he might have to go off with the military soon, and it was going to be hard to plan a wedding. So they decided they're going to go ahead and just go to the Justice of Peace and get married. And we're talking about my daughter, everybody, and she's only 20, but in the South, we like to get married young. So that's what we're doing.
You're so weird. I just had a new layout, but I don't know. Whatever. We're just going to have 3 people or 3 faces. Because I don't really know how to fix this.
It's okay. We can figure it out later, I guess, for the next time.
Yes. Here's this one. Oh, look, it's all you. Can you hear me right now?
So, yeah, I can hear you, but I don't like it being all me. There, I like that better.
Well, I don't like that. What if we do this?
Oh.
Yay, that's the one I was looking for.
I like it.
Not ideal, but it works. Okay. Oh my gosh, this was like a hard thing to do.
Yeah, I hope everybody's not completely bored with us.
No, okay, so let me talk. I've been crocheting.
Okay.
Everybody keeps asking where you're from.
I got married in 1902, Roberta. I'm seeing the messages on Facebook.
Oh, yay, good. So Diane Loper gave me a wooble. Diane Loper's how we met. Gave me a wooble, which is a crochet kit, and they look like I'm stuck. I can only go so far. They come in little packs, and they have everything in your little bag.
Oh.
So this is a dragon. Cute. He'll be the
purple. What? That was a show we watched from Disney. The Purple Dragon. What was the name of that movie?
A purple dragon?
You didn't watch that growing up?
Barney?
No, that's a dinosaur.
Oh, that is a dinosaur.
There was a Walt Disney movie. It had a blonde-headed little boy in it.
Pete's Dragon.
That's
a dragon. A dragon. I swear I saw a dragon. I love Pete's Dragon. But it's not purple. It was green.
It wasn't purple?
No. Oh my gosh, I sing that all the time. It's not. He was green with yellow accents. And then he might have had pink. But Diane Loper gave me a wooble on our cruise. And so this is what I made. Look at my little lion.
I like it.
So I made one, but then I went crazy on the Black Friday. Look at this one.
All right, did you make this
little unicorn? Huh?
Oh, you
No, they're for me.
You were right.
I know I was right. There you are. Is that the new one or the old one? Look how cute. This morning or last night, I stayed up late and I finished this one. It looks like a chicken, but it's not. It's a phoenix.
Oh, I thought it was a fish. A goldfish.
It doesn't look like a fish.
It looks like a goldfish.
It has a beak.
Oh, okay.
Kelley Janome, you're not on anymore. I'm cutting you loose. They're woobles. They're so cute. So I'm going to start, and I'm making a beanie because it's cold here.
It is in California? I thought you lived in like South California.
Beth, it does not look like a fish. It has a beak. It has a beak. Look at that. That's a beak. And this is its coxcomb, and this is its fiery tail, full of feathers and fire.
It still looks like a fish.
Well, you know what? Oh, that's all the time we have. I'm just kidding. So I've been doing that. So I'm slowly back addicted to crochet, which is fine. Also, I've been going to the grocery store every day. There's a new grocery store right around the corner. And I told Ben, I said, I feel like we live in New York and we're going to the bodega.
What's the bodega?
It's like the local grocery store where you go.
Oh, okay. Well, I have
Because
four
you don't have time for you don't have room for a full size fridge, so you have to go to the grocery store every few days.
Well, that's my hobby. I go every day just to buy what I'm going to cook for supper.
You go every day?
I love it. I love to go to Publix. My favorite.
I also love the grocery store, but I don't want to go every day. Although I have been every day, and I might go today. And then let's see. I have been working on my stuff, but I'm like so in to taking my projects that I have right now and converting them to AccuQuilt to have my AccuQuilt cut it. Because one of those blocks, did you see the block that was all messed up?
The one that had the wrong block, the wrong fabric in the wrong place.
Yeah, this one. Okay. So here's me. I'm debating: do I take it out and fix it?
No, you leave it because you have to be like the Amish. You have to have one mistake.
That's not even true. Somebody told me. Somebody said that in a class, and some lady goes, "No, I'm a historian, and that is not true."
Well, then tell me why they say that.
Because somebody made it up one day. Why do they say not to use polyester thread? Bryce says it's true. The historian said it was not true.
To use polyester thread because they want it to be organic and everything's cotton, right?
Well, because polyester would cut your fabrics, would cut the cotton.
Okay.
And then it's like polyester is going to be around forever, blah blah blah. And then I'm like, I don't care, I'm gonna be dead. But but yeah, I just don't want to take it out because one, it would be a pain in the butt. But also, I think it's kind of funny.
I think
it's very me.
Yeah, I mean, we're all a little quirky, and that block can be your quirky block, you know?
Yeah. Patricia said she lived in Amish country in northern Indiana for 10 years, and it's an old wives' tale.
Well, that makes sense because, I mean, you know that they got more than one mistake in their quilt, even if they tried to make it. I mean, if we start looking at my quilts, we're going to be in trouble counting all the mistakes in them.
You're ridiculous. But the thing with that block is it's also like a 1/4 inch too small.
Oh, I have some blocks for mine that are a 1/2 inch too small, so I just added strips of fabric to them because I'm lazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't even add a strip because the strip would be essentially be the seam.
Well,
seam allowance.
Can you cut all the other blocks down to that size?
No, God, no. Everything else is perfect.
A stupid block.
No, what I'm going to do is watch this. Stretch it.
But you already have to trim the top of that. I see where it's not even at the top. Oh, so why you're not saying anything?
Why are you pointing out my mistakes? No, that one was the one I didn't cut with the AccuQuilt. And it's so like funky and not good.
So you suck at cutting fabric. Okay.
Yes, I do. That's the whole point. I'm having a lot of fun. Like, look at this. Look how perfect that is.
That one looks really good. And I don't see any fabric in the wrong spot.
There's not. And it's like, oh my God, I love it. So now I'm like, okay, I go through the pattern and I just read a little extra steam on the Laura Star on that block. Perfect. Yeah, I'll iron it out. I always say I'll quilt it out. But so I have my like block of the months that I'm doing. So this
how many do you have going on right now? Blocks of the month?
3. This one's done next month. We put it together. So I have to finish the rest of the blocks. This one we are on month 5. And the other one just started 4 days ago.
Good grief. You overcommit yourself.
Oh, stop it.
I'm home now.
I'm home now. That was a block of the week. So yeah, so here's like, so each page is like basically a thing. So I cut all my fabrics. Like this is all my rough cut to go into my AccuQuilt. And then I turn the page. And then I cut all my fabrics for the AccuQuilt. And then I turn the page. And once I get all the fabrics cut for a month, I go and I AccuQuilt them all and put them back on their pages and just make a block at a time.
It's kind of what I'm doing with my Tula Pink 100 block.
Yeah, but I'm actually making mine.
I've got 40 blocks made out of 100. That's not bad. Well, 39 blocks made. One of my blocks is like One of my blocks are supposed to be like 6.5 inches, and it's like 10 inches. I don't know what I did wrong. Like, I'm being dead serious.
I've had a block, or I've had a thing like that. I had one where the block I paper pieced it and it was still wrong. And so then I brought it to the attention of the person who made the pattern, and she said, "No, you just don't know how to cut."
Well, I guess I don't either, because this is supposed to be the side piece. And you see how much longer it is than...
Are you sure all those strips are the right size?
I thought they were, but I must have misread. I did get my education in South Mississippi, so... Just saying.
You're ridiculous. Okay, so what's the last thing that you've done on the Longarm?
I just quilted a baby quilt today from a friend of mine.
Oh, you got it all done?
Yeah.
Yay.
Because you know what I do when I quilt for friends? If I'm doing edge to edge and I don't want to have to take forever, I hit that little stitch stitch. And if it takes me too long, if it takes like an hour, I'm out. I have to pick a different design.
No, you're
I'm
so
out.
funny.
Because I want to quilt my own quilts.
All right, so Bryce says edumacation. So I did that whole cloth quilt last week. And so this week is taking that whole cloth, the Sonder design, and editing it so it stitches out in not one pass, but like 4 passes instead of 17. So I was getting my stuff ready. What I really want to do is stitch my fabric so I can make a jacket, but I haven't done that yet. So I did press this napkin.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Very
Because this is what I'm gonna stitch with the Sonder design again. But look at this metallic thread I'm gonna use. Yes, I'm using metallic.
What are you gonna do with it since it's so tiny? What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I just need to quilt it for a video. Look at this.
That's very pretty. How hard was it to quilt with the metallic thread?
Well, operator error. I had like 6 thread breaks, but I didn't thread it right. I missed one of the things, which it made me laugh because I'm like, we all do it. So I left it in the video. I missed the stirrup. Yeah. We call it the 7 stirrup. So I didn't go under that. So I was going basically from tension assembly straight up to the naked lever. And it was breaking. I'm like, I don't realize what's going on. I also knew I had a 16 needle in, and really I should have been using an 18 with these metallics.
Yeah.
And I didn't change it because I'm like, I'm just gonna go with it. And sorry, I just got a text, so I was reading. Oh, knowing that I didn't change it. So I was like, I'm not gonna change it. I'll just go for it, whatever. And finally I was like, just change the needle. Yeah. So I changed the needle, I fixed the threading, and then I didn't have any other issues.
That's awesome.
This one, I'm not gonna have any issues. I already know.
What brand is that?
Superior Threads. I only use their metallics. But I wasn't even gonna use metallic, but I've been wanting to use this one. It's like candy cane, but not.
I think my metallics are Superior too, that I have.
Oh, it's so pretty. So
I've only quilted with them a little bit, and it was like where I was just like, I don't want to call it embellishing a quilt. I'd already quilted the quilt, but then I took some gold metallic to like make it in just a little few places.
Oh, right.
And then that was my extent of using metallic thread.
Oh, I love it. I really like it.
I have a bunch of it too. I think
since January is going, oh man, whatever. Since January is going to be the month of safari, since I'm going on safari, I will ask, hey, Kelley, what design do you use on your baby quilts? We have somebody asking.
I like to use like bubbles. I don't know. I just like, today I did one called Circle Swirl. I don't remember where I bought it from. But I like bubbles, and I like to use wool batting with baby quilts, and it makes it puff a little bit. You know what I mean? It gives it dimension.
Yeah, you don't use the baby batting that's fire retardant.
No, who's gonna set their baby's quilt on fire? Nobody.
It's if the house catches fire.
But if the house catches fire, I mean, the quilt's gonna burn anyway. Hopefully the baby won't be in the house. That would be awful.
I guess it was more so when people used to hold their baby and have their cigarette hanging out their mouth. Look at this panel. It's upside down.
Secondhand smoke. It's a bad thing.
So this is going to be for some January videos. Because January is...
That looks like a picture.
It is a picture.
Well, I mean, it looks like... Okay.
I took it.
Oh, really? No,
yeah,
you didn't. Liar.
I didn't. No, this is probably Hoffman. They do all the, like, digital prints.
Okay. You're educating me.
It is Hoffman. So it's so I'm just gonna throw together a quick quilt. It smells weird. It's not from these. I got these at 2 different shops. I got this at one shop, and then I went to the other shop and went and got these ones so I could because I like this shop more, so I wouldn't spend more money there. But I needed a panel that had something to do with Africa or safari or something. So yeah, so January's, because I'm already like planning out January's videos. I'm like, okay, I can do this and that and that. So I'm finally going to make one that everybody's been asking for, but I'm not going to say it out loud because I have people who steal my ideas.
I'm not going to steal your idea.
Oh, it's not you. It's just other people.
Oh, goodness. Okay,
no.
Will you text me later then?
Huh?
Will you text it to me later?
I'll think about it. You work for the rival. Actually, there is no rival anymore. I used to say you're my Janome my Janome counterpart, but I can't say that anymore. You're just called Janome, and I'm Adam So Fun.
You're Adam So Fun, who's a Janome maker.
I am a Janome maker. Oh my God! I wish I could remember what I was gonna do with my free motion. There was something that I was like, oh my God, I'm free motioning that, and I got really excited for a second. And I don't know what it was. I kind of cleaned my room. I can walk in here.
Hey,
but just in a U-turn.
Today. I threw away papers that like expense reports that's been paid a long time ago, and I just never threw them away, like stacks of receipts. I decided it was okay to throw them away today.
Oh, nice. So we have to talk a little bit about you and Janome. So when people call Janome, they get you, correct? If they need help with their machine, maybe?
A lot of times, yeah. So I'm kind of like the middle person in between the dealer and Janome, if that makes sense. So, we always want them to call their dealer first, but if they don't have a dealer or if their dealer's not available, they can call me, and then I figure out what's going on with them and see what we need to do. And then sometimes I'm like the liaison between our service department and our dealer, and then the customer. I'm like the one that does all the legwork. I do a lot of walking.
Are you kind of like the studio educators?
Kind of, because we don't have any studio educators. Well, we do, but they're just not Longarm educators. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of like that.
Because you do the Longarm stuff.
Yeah, only.
Unless it's with me. No, we have a very.
But nobody can ask me embroidery questions. I haven't embroidered in years. Don't even have stabilizer that I own anymore. Kind of over embroidery. Was I echoing?
For a second.
Yeah, for a split second I heard it. Questions about doing a whole cloth. Do you see that Susan Jones is asking you a question?
Yes.
Question about good flat sheets. Ooh, don't use sheets. Well, to practice, you could use flat sheets, but flat sheets don't have enough thread count in them, and you can use sheets. Yeah.
So here's my thing. I don't use sheets, and this is actually something I wanted to try.
I've used sheets before.
So this is when people would ask me this question when I was teaching, what my response was. Sheets have a different thread count. And so when you are practicing, it didn't necessarily have to be whole cloth. It was just like when you're practicing quilting, when you first get a machine, because they're like, I'll just go get some vintage sheets or whatever, go get sheets for really cheap. When you are practicing and you're using something that you're not normally going to use, you are now practicing on a different type of fabric. So you're testing tension, you're getting everything set up, and it's not on fabric that you would actually quilt with. So my whole thing was, if you are practicing, you should be using something you're going to quilt with, because then, especially with our machines who have the easy set tension, when you drill in and you find out your tension is 84, and you can write that on your cone, it's not going to be 84 on a sheet and on quilt fabric. It's just not, because they have a different weave. That being said, oh my gosh, Jen over at Pro Stitcher Patterns, Pro Stitcher just released a huge whole cloth that's like 100 by 100 or something. Yeah. And so I want to do that. And Jen, I was talking to her, she just used 2 sheets. She got 2 king sheets, loaded it up, and quilted on it because she wanted to throw it on the bed. And so it would be the same fabric. So if you're not necessarily using it to practice on, you just want a big wide back, I would say go for it. I mean, you might have some tension issues because of the weave being different. But I mean, if you get a good quality sheet, it's kind of like a good quality fabric though. So you definitely can do wide backs. That's what I was going to do, is get some wide backs. But a wide back is going to feel very different than a sheet does. You know, I love the Cape wide backs and I love the Tula wide backs, those kind of sateen wide backs. But you don't want to do a whole cloth on those because they're so busy. You're going to lose the whole cloth. Like the whole point of those wide backs are to have the design that's on the wide back. Right. So there's like a double-edged sword there.
I would say to Susan, go ahead and do the flat sheets. It's not going to be the end of the world. It might be. I don't know. I've done sheets on the backs of quilts before when I first started quilting, not knowing that was a taboo thing or whatever. But I don't have those quilts still because I gave them away, so I don't even know how they did, for duration over time.
I had a client who would always give me muslin for the back, like a wide back muslin.
That's a sin. That is a sin.
It's, you know what? Everybody's going to do what they need to do to make their quilts.
Okay,
and you can't be a judge.
Well, I'm very opinionated and I'm very judgy.
Judge-free zone here.
I try to be judge-free, but it's naturally built into me to be a judgy person, and I don't like that, but it's just who I am.
Is it because you're Southern?
Probably.
I'm kidding. I'm trying to think of some ideas. Her brother's colorblind, so she wants to do a quilt for him. Find out not what color he can see, because I understand that they all can see different. But like, I used to quilt for somebody who was colorblind and he only saw hues of blue. So he would make some really fabulous, he Judy Niemeyer quilted. He made these beautiful, beautiful Judy Niemeyer quilts. They were all shades of blue because that's what he could see. So even if you got a wide back or just yardage, something that was like a lighter color in one of those arrays.
Bryce said he's used flannel for batting. I've never used it for batting, but I've used it for backs because it's so yummy. I love flannel. It's
very nice. I like a flannel back. I have 2 flannel quilts. One was the one that I did with the So Fun Swirls. I've never used it for batting. I want something thicker.
I do too.
I don't even use thin batting because I want something thicker.
Me too, because you know what else? People out there, the thinner your batting is, the harder it is to keep your tension good. Because the batting is where your top and bottom thread marry each other, and the more thickness there is, the more forgiveness there is of where they meet at. Does that make sense?
Where they do this.
Yeah.
You get a fatter place to do this.
That's right.
That's why I love wool.
That's what I quilted with today was wool. It's my
favorite.
Or a
double layer.
Or a layer of cotton and then wool on top. That's what I do with show quilts. Why are you looking like that? Oh, okay.
Because I was thinking of which ones have cotton, because I do 80-20 with wool. But you do 70-30. Aren't you a 70-30er?
Yeah, I'm a 70-30 girl. I don't know why. I think it's a little bit thicker than 80-20 and I like it. But
it's stiffer.
Really?
It is. I have a bunch of packages. I bought some 70-30 to go against the 80-20 because I wanted to see. I thought it was
Stream. You bought the Quilter Stream. I'm about to need another roll of that. I've almost used my whole roll.
That was fast.
I know. Well, okay, maybe half of it's gone. Maybe I don't need another roll yet, but
just let me know.
You know, I get weird about batting. Like I don't want to ever run out.
Oh my gosh. I have to go take a picture. Ooh, do you think I'll lose you if I don't know if I can take a picture.
Why can Bryce not use wool? I use Poly Puff too, and I love that stuff. That's like my new favorite. The Poly
which one?
Puff.
Oh,
Bryce,
I love Poly Puff.
why Bryce, why can you not use wool? I bet you he's typing up a storm right now trying
He
to
might be allergic. A lot of people are allergic to wool.
Oh. Huh, I didn't know that.
Because he said the thing about batting.
He's allergic. Oh, I'm so
I was like,
sorry,
I thought
Bryce.
he was. So this is my shower right now.
That's your shower right now? You've got your batting stored in your... I just have mine on my pole.
Is it? Oh, I've never used the batting pole. That's funny.
Oh my God. So, Adam, I'm going to teach you something. If you put your batting on the pole, okay? I hope you're listening to me.
I'm listening. I can hear you.
You go to the back of your frame with your tape measure. You use the back of your frame and roll your batting out, and that's your cutting table to cut your batting with, and it's like perfect setting. Because I use the edge of the back of the frame where the rails are, or the tracks, whatever you want to call them, as a straight line guide to cut my fabric with my batting scissors. Are you following me?
Oh, yes. So do you feed it up over?
Yep.
Like up around?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Did everybody follow that?
I have a video on it.
How do you press your seams when making a piece flannel top? I just pressed them with the steam.
I've never made a flannel top. I've only used flannel for batting.
Okay, let me see. So we got a Poly Puff question. Let me see if I can find some that's not the roll.
Who has the Poly Puff question? I don't see it.
It's on YouTube. Maybe.
Oh.
Yes, it was Sue on YouTube. I know I have some around here.
Also, I put 2 different rolls of batting on my pole. So, you know, like a wool roll and then a 70-30 roll.
Didn't I just use Poly Puff in something? Oh, no, I put wool in that. Poly Puff. Oh, there's a sweatshirt I was looking for. Oh my gosh, this room is such a mess. That doesn't have Poly Puff in it. I'm trying to find something I quilted that has Poly Puff in it that I haven't bound yet, because then I could have the side of the puff. I cut batting strips for my what's that thing I was making?
I mean, you're making like 3 different block of the months. You're making little crocheted animals. I don't know what else you're making. You're like ADHD on drugs.
No, that would mean I could concentrate.
I mean, like not the drugs for ADHD. I mean, like illegal drugs.
I don't do that. Okay, I got to go cut a sample of Poly Puff off the roll. It's in the shower.
Really? He's
leaving. Do you have? Will you? Hey, will you pick? Will you just do a square of wool? Do you have something? Now? Yeah, can you? Oh, never mind. I have some hanging off my thing.
I mean, I can cut some off the quilt batting that's left on my frame right now.
Is there a little bit left?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my batting scissors.
I know that's what I just hung mine today. Oh man.
Okay. What do you want me to show?
We're gonna show the difference between wool and Poly Puff.
Oh, the thickness? I don't have any Poly Puff. Do you have Poly Puff?
I have Poly Puff. So I just cut a little piece. So this is Poly Puff. It's made to like mimic wool, but it's all poly. And then that's wool that Kelley has.
Yours is like twice the thickness.
Oh yeah, it's super, super puffy. And it's like 1/3 the price, if that.
Is it really?
Probably.
I've never noticed that.
It's probably, if you fold that wool in half.
Yeah.
And it was nice and fluffy, like right off the roll, and hadn't been worked with, it's probably about the same width as the Poly Puff.
This is it folded in half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the difference. It's poly's just it's poly, so it's not going to breathe as much. Wool is actually a really fantastic. Mine's off, so yes. Wool is really fantastic to keep you warm and keep you cool. Was it your Roomba?
My what?
Your Roomba.
Is that a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
I don't have one of those.
Kevin stores his extra rolls on IV stands. Oh, that's a good idea. I've never seen IV stands.
IV stands like IV stands? Like
Yeah.
IV? Oh. He
Because
must
then
be a
you can
nurse.
roll them around. No, you can get them on Amazon.
Oh.
Oh, he might be a nurse.
Or a doctor.
Or a doctor. Or a nurse that has a doctorate like Ben. So doctor, nurse.
So I know your life is super busy, you know, and you have to like write stuff down, right? Like you have a calendar.
Write things down.
Are you flipping kidding me?
I have, well, okay, go on with your story. I'll tell you.
Okay. So anyway, just anybody that has a Dollar Tree close to them, I buy my listen to me. I buy my calendars every year and they always look like quilt blocks.
That was from Dollar Tree?
I get one every year. Here's this past year. Aren't they cool?
That looks like you haven't even opened last year's.
Oh my gosh. It's falling apart.
That's a good one. I did just get my 2024 calendar.
It's $1.25 at Dollar Tree.
I use one of these.
It even has, you know, my information in there in case I die, and I leave my notebook right there. They know who to contact to make sure my calendar gets back to my house.
Bryce is about to go to Dollar Tree. Kevin said yes, so either he's a doctor or a nurse or a doctor nurse. I think.
Or a PA. He could be a PA. That's
or
the new
a PA.
thing.
Well, he said yes, though. Did you say that's a new thing?
Well, I mean, I didn't know that PAs existed until a few years ago.
No, they've been around for a very long time.
How long?
I mean, when I was in high school, my friend's mom was a PA.
Well, okay. Adam, you went to high school, what, in California? I went to high school in Mississippi.
Oh, you were just lucky if they had teeth. I'm just kidding. Sorry for any of you in Mississippi.
Every time I go somewhere to teach and they ask me, I always get asked, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Mississippi. I have all my original teeth and I did not marry my cousin.
You're so funny. Hey, Chris said that she uses the bottom of an old chair. Like you take the seat off a chair and then you can put your batting on because it has the pull and the batting will hold on it. I've seen a lot of people do that. Hey, Chris, if you need any help with, you know what, you have my number. Bryce is going to Dollar Tree, so he's probably going to buy 45 of those books for all his friends.
I think I like Roberta.
Roberta just stitched a whole bunch of stuff wrong because we're distracting. Okay, so this is I'm a sucker for ads on TikTok. This is a Commit 30 journal, but it's a calendar, so it has like all my calendar stuff. I just got it in the mail. I just actually opened the package today, but the whole idea, like you get stickers, and then you're like every month you're committing to something, and are you gonna do it for 30 days?
Oh, cool. I need that to like drink water every day.
Yes, I drank a glass of water. But because in theory, I'm going to be home more so I can commit to things. So I got one of these. But then I am so crazy. So then I bought the workout journal.
You're going to work out?
No, but I think I might.
I told you know, my husband's a runner, right? He just did a half marathon.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and opposites attract. So my version of exercising is watching Netflix on the couch, eating bugles, and drinking a Dr. Perky from Food Lion. Okay.
Dr. Perky.
Dr. Perky. They're half the price of Dr. Pepper. But anyway, I looked at him the other night. By the way, TMI, we like have adult conversation, not adult conversation. We have our conversating where we like talk about our day and everything, sitting in the bathtub every night. And so the other night I was like,
the other night you answered while you were in the bathtub. When I called her, she answered the phone. I'm like, oh my God, don't talk to me while you're in a bathtub.
But I told him the other night, I was like, look, don't react. Don't encourage me. I don't even know why I'm telling you this, but I'm trying to find a free couch potato to 5K app, and none of them are free because I think I might want to try to do a 5K. So I got to start running, and I don't like to run.
I walked a 5K.
I ran a 5K, but like I'm starting to gain some of my weight back, and I need to like do
Oh my
something
gosh,
about it.
get a Peloton tread, and then we could walk together.
Oh my God, you want me to spend money? I'm not doing that.
True. Dang it.
I don't spend money.
It's too cold to walk outside right now. I told Ben the other day, I said, Ben, tomorrow morning, can we go for a walk or maybe a hike? And he said, sure. And then the morning came. He's like, do you want to go? I said, no, it's 46 degrees. I also I bought a lot of uncommit.
Oh my gosh.
I bought Ben one of these because he actually does work out, so he can log his workouts. But Bryce, that is cold. Just because it's not freezing, like some of you live, it is cold. And for some of you in the summer, you say things like, "Oh my gosh, it's 95 degrees. It's so hot." No, that's not. I don't say no, that's not hot. It's 120 here. I say, "Wow, that is hot."
Yeah, you're being judgy, Bryce.
So this is a joy journal.
Okay. Oh, joy.
Yeah, and obviously there's a lot of joy going on in my life because it is empty and blank. Look at this. I can't even open it.
What?
There's nothing in it.
Oh. You got to get some joy in your life.
I just opened everything today. But because I'm gone a lot, I figured I could like write little notes to Ben in the joy journal, and then isn't that such a cute idea?
You know, this is distracting, looking at the text messages that people are sending and talking to you at the same time.
Text messages or these messages?
You know, the messages
comments?
like Roberta just said, Couch to 5K should be free. Well, Roberta, post me a free one on there so I can go get it, because right now the one I found wants me to pay $40, and I'm not doing that. Oh,
I was going to say, I'll ask Ben. He's usually all up on that stuff.
I'll take 95 here. It's cold because our blood is thinner to stand with the 120-degree weather. I don't know, but when I lived in Virginia, it was too cold.
Isn't that like one state away?
But I lived in Northern Virginia, where I was almost in Maryland, almost in West Virginia, like up there, like outside of DC.
There's a great quilt shop in Dayton. Did I tell you that there is because we said the other one was in Harrisonburg, right?
Yeah, there's a quilt shop in Harrisonburg that's in this like huge building that has like all these little shops in it, but all the up above them, like they don't have ceilings, so you could like, I don't know how to explain what I'm explaining.
Well, did I tell you I talked to the Dayton shop, and that I was telling her like, oh yeah, they kept saying there's a shop in Harrisonburg, and I'm like, no, I think you're thinking this one. She goes, oh no, it's like in like a little whatever area. She goes, no, there is one. I said, oh my gosh, that's so funny that you have that building right next to you, and that the other shop is in a building like the one next to you.
It's a really cool quilt shop. It really, really is. And then there's a good quilt shop. I forgot the name of the town outside of DC that I like to go to. Her fabrics are phenomenal. It's like So Margot or So Marligo or some word I can't pronounce.
Mm-hmm.
But she has like all the hip fabrics.
We've never been there.
Yeah, well, if you ever go to DC, you'll have to find that one.
I just saw that you sent me messages in a private chat when you got on. I'm sending you the app. Thank you, Roberta.
Yes, thank you, Roberta. I'll leave the live and text the app to Adam so he can text it to you. Oh, you read that already. Mm-hmm. Back with a flash. Thank you. I really appreciate her doing that, because I really think I might want to. Hey, she's fast.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, I said thank you because I had got the text.
Oh, that was fast. Thank you so much.
Roberta, are you still using your AccuQuilt? Roberta does like an amazing amount of charity quilts. So she got an AccuQuilt not too long ago, and she's been kicking out the stuff. I have to tell you, I love the thing. I don't know why I let people get in my ear back in the day and say things like, oh, you're wasting so much fabric. I don't really care.
Yeah, who cares? You can put that in a bag to make a scrappy quilt later.
Today when I was cutting my pieces, those squares, I was like, oh, I need them like 5 inches square. And I was just like throwing my ruler on, like, that's close enough.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Guys, do you have any questions? Because like long arm, I'm just asking anybody if they have long arm questions.
You see my scraps, like they're itty bitty?
No, you save that.
Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I have this idea. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all these itty bitty scraps after I get through with this Tula Pink quilt, and I'm going to fuse them on a piece of stabilizer and then cut squares out of them.
Say it one more time.
I'm going to take all my little bitty scraps that are like itty bitty that you can't even piece together. They're so small. And I'm going to fuse them on a piece of stabilizer. Are you following me?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cut like 5-inch blocks out of them or 10-inch blocks out of them and then sew them all together. That's going to be cool.
I like that idea. So, but what about all the areas that you have exposed fusible?
I'm not. I'm going to keep fusing fabric on top of it. Oh, some of it won't fuse, huh?
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to...
Are they all strips, though?
They're all different little pieces. Like, some of them are like triangles. Or... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fuse all that I can. If there's any bald spots as I'm quilting the quilt, I'll lay a piece of scrap on top of it and sew it down.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say you can fuse them onto something like a steam seam.
Yeah.
Where you fuse to one side and then it's sticky on the back.
Yeah.
So basically you have to fuse it, but then you'd have to cut it out again. But if there were bald spots, like you can get them really close. And then it puts the sticky on the back and then you can just.
I'm just all about scrappy quilts. I don't know why. I love them. Like love, love, love them. Look at what I did with my other scraps.
Is that Mod Podged?
Yes. And it was fun.
What's the M for? Your name is with Janome. I know.
Kelley
Remember the day that I told you I forgot your last name and then people were in a riot. They were riot, honey. Riot.
I'm talking about AccuQuilt. I want to see what their system looks like now. I had one like 15 years ago, the Studio 15 years ago. Yeah,
the Studio. Oh, so
they're not crankers anymore?
Well, you can still get a cranker, but you don't have to. Look into the light. We got to move my stuff.
Hey, does anybody have any questions while we're on it? Oh, what is that?
That's my AccuQuilt.
Oh.
It's on a table. So it's on a table right here. And I can raise and lower the table so it spits out right onto the other table. But it's now, this is too heavy. I have to go to the post office. So this is the AccuQuilt system. And it's like the size of this box. Hold on. I don't want to stab myself with all these rulers.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's like the size of this box. When it's all folded up.
What's the biggest square size you can cut from it?
12-inch.
Oh, wow.
10-inch. Hold on. Let me think of where the die is. I thought it was right here. Just kidding. I would show you. It's the Go Big. It's the biggest that they make that's not the Studio. But it's electric too. So when you're you just stick the die in and then it feeds it all through for you. Oops.
So you say it's electric. Does it still have like did the blades go dull in it?
I guess, but I haven't had any blades go dull.
Okay. When I used to
I would assume at some point the blades go dull.
Yeah. The old version that I had, but I used it for, when I had a quilt shop. It went dull on me like super fast. But I was making lots of layer cakes and jelly rolls and charm packs and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I have the biggest die I have is the 10-inch square. And so I could do jelly rolls or layer cakes.
Yeah.
Because I don't like layer cakes. I hate stitching on something that has a pinked edge.
I know, I do too. I don't like that. I wish they wouldn't put that on them. I guess
and I never know if you use the inside or the outside.
Yeah, like you don't know if you're supposed to start at the edge of the little pinking sheer thingy.
Yeah.
Or I don't like that.
Actually, I bought 2 layer cakes from, I can't even remember who I bought them from, but they were 2 different sizes. So I was going to, one was 10-inch and one was like 10 1/4. Like, oh my gosh.
Did they cut them at their store?
No, it was one of the companies. I can't remember what brand it was. It was one of the major brands.
Moda. That's my favorite.
The dies will go dull. You have to clean out the cutting area often. I don't know where my little picky tool is, so I need to do that, but I haven't.
You use yours a lot too, don't you?
Yeah, I try to.
Hey,
but remember, I wasn't home for like 3 months. So like I use it when I'm here and I actually can. So I'll make 25. I'll probably make 5, 10, 15 or 20 blocks just for the one quilt along. And then I'll do 12 big blocks for the other one. So it just depends. I just opened my 12-inch cube. This is the other new thing that they did. I want to. Things come in cube. Like you can get a cube. So it comes with 8 dies. So you get a square on, or let's see, a square, 4 smaller squares, half square triangles, quarter square triangles, other half square triangles, like a different size half square triangle, square on point, parallelogram, and some rectangles. And like there's 72 different blocks that you can make with just this. And then this has 2 companion sets for like borders and angles or something. So I just opened my 12-inch cube because I needed some of the dies for that quilt along.
I like Joni Mills. She said, I cannot rotary cut 2 blocks the same size if my life depends on it. Neither can I.
Well, I mean, hello. Apparently I can't sew any blocks of my, like, that's why this is all funky. I looked at it, I go, this doesn't look as big as the other ones. And I stuck it up next to it. I'm like, oh, I might remake it. But I know that I throw fabric around. So I would remake it at the end if I have fabric left. I should. It's connecting threads. They always give you way more than you need. They're so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with this quilt. I think I'm going to give it away.
I have such a hard time sometimes giving some of my quilts away. Some of them I don't, but there are some that will never leave my house, ever.
Yeah, I mean, we have like 6 of them out on the couch.
I do too. Literally. Unfolded and laying over the couch so that there's one on the couch and then we have one to put over us.
So this was one I got in Houston. And I just loved it. I mean, it's so simple. And like all I want to do is make this quilt. But there's other things I have to do.
You need to finish your block of the month. It's my birthday.
Roberta, is it really your birthday? If it's really your birthday, happy birthday. Now I have to go.
We should sing to her because we both can sing so well.
Okay, one of us can and one of us is you.
I can't sing good, but I was listening to you sing before the live started and you suck.
You better be careful. People will get at you for being mean to me. It is Roberta's birthday. Happy birthday, Roberta. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
That wasn't so bad. That sounded better than before the live started.
I called Diane the other day to say happy birthday. Oh my gosh, you are being so not nice to me right now. I have a great voice. My mom told me I sing like an angel.
I called Diane and sang happy birthday to her too.
And then she's like, I'm here with everybody. You know, she was at retreat.
Yeah.
And then I realized later I was talking to Mickey and I go, oh my gosh, I forgot to say happy birthday to Denise.
I don't know Denise.
Her twin.
Oh. They tried to trick me at Houston. Denise came up and said, "Hey Kelley, you know," or what is that thing that Diane says? She don't call you your baby.
Hey baby.
Well, yeah, she'll say hey baby, but she says another one too. And I looked at her and I was like, "You're not fooling me. I know you're not Diane. Like, you're her sister."
Mm-hmm. She went up and did the same thing to Mickey, and Mickey's like, Diane, and then I started laughing, and then Diane's on the other side of her, and they start laughing. She goes, oh my gosh, I just saw you out the corner of my eye, and I had to talk to you. But it was Denise. And then Chip was there, and he goes, this is just freaky.
I know it is.
Because they really, I mean, still to this day, they look so much alike.
They look alike. They sound alike. Like, unless you
Kathy,
really know them.
Seriously, Kathy, I only have the 2 panels done so far. It was actually, I was thinking about this. She asked how far I was on the Tilda vase quilt.
Why don't you show us?
Because they're pinned up. It's because people have seen it.
That's the one that's made out of a bunch of 5-inch squares, right?
2-inch squares.
2-inch squares. I want to do that, but I don't. But I do.
Here's the thing, because I don't want to sit at the Laura Star and do it. Because I need more. I need more of a flat space. This is just one of the panels.
So I wonder why. I guess it would screw up the illusion. I was like, why all those 2-inch blocks that are all blue? Like, you could save so much time.
Oh yeah, it's no, you were not the first one to say it, but yeah, it's part of the illusion that it's pixelated. Yeah. But I think what I'm going to do. Well, the other problem is Ben blew up an iron over Thanksgiving. I heard him yell, and I said, "What?" And he's like, "Flames were shooting out the iron, not the Laura Stars. He was using one of the older ones." And so now I'm like, "Oh, I don't have an iron." With the Laura Stars, I don't want to get the sticky stuff on it.
Yeah.
But with my other iron, I was like, oh, if it gets sticky stuff, I don't care. So I think I might go get like a $20 iron at Costco because I just need the heat.
Oh, when I go buy a cheap iron, I go to the dollar store. Like,
do y'all have $1?
Do y'all have like Dollar Generals in California?
Yeah, but they're still like $15, $17.
Yeah, but that's cheaper than they are like.
Costco's like $25. Yes, that's $7 cheaper. I get it. We actually killed one on retreat, me and Mickey. While we were teaching at a shop, we were staying in the retreat center, and we killed it. So we went to Dollar General and bought a new one.
I like Dollar General.
I don't even think they ever knew that we replaced the iron. It wasn't a big deal.
Well, that was so sweet of you.
Oh, I see the big. I see the big die. Do you really want to see the big die?
Yeah.
It was sitting under a bunch of. Oh man.
So Adam, are we supposed to like tell people to ask us pro stitcher questions?
If they have pro stitcher questions, they're always allowed to ask, or quilting questions, or anything questions.
Do you have any?
Oh my gosh!
Questions
I have to go. I have to go pay my I also found this, which is a bill.
Ew. I don't like those.
This is the die.
It's crooked.
They're always crooked.
Oh. I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to ever have the flat of the. You don't want the roller hitting the whole cutting surface at once.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
So I use this. I've only used it once, and I used it for my 10-inch squares for the flannel quilt I did. But I knew better, and I cut more layers than I should have. So things shifted.
How many layers are you supposed to be able to cut at a time?
I think with flannel, the studio dies are not tilted. That's right. I think Chris said she had a studio. Roberta had to get a new USB cable for her Pro Stitcher. That's right. I have to go pay my business license. I'll do that.
Well, those rarely go out on the tablets, the USB cables. You don't have to.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. And that's one of the things that we replaced quite a bit on the trucks.
Really?
But we would, every week you're unplugging it, packing it up. The next week you're plugging it back in
True.
Those machines got just destroyed. All right. Do you have any final things? Because I have to go to the post office and I have to go pay that bill now that
my husband just texted me and said, "How much longer?" Because it's after 5 years.
Oh my gosh, he's supposed to have dinner. Is he going to make dinner tonight?
I don't know. Last night we had chicken tortilla soup. I don't know what we're going to have tonight.
I made zuppa toscana last night. Oh my gosh,
zuppa toscana.
Zuppa toscana.
Zuppa castana.
Zuppa toscana.
Tupacico. I can't say it. What is that?
It is Italian potato soup. You can get it at Olive Garden.
Oh.
Has Pro Stitcher worked out some of the bugs with Connect? No. I'm new to Longarm and ended up going back to earlier versions due to the crashing.
Yeah, stay at the 537. 537.
537. Just ask Bryce.
You know how many calls I've gotten today because of the new Connect update from people? And
is there another new one?
No. Well, some of our users are, just now updating or whatever, or they decided out of the blue that, oh, it must be okay to do now, so I'm going to do it. And then I'm getting the phone calls today of machines sewing in place and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, go back to the 537, please. Just wait.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would say.
537.
537 is. Okay, do you have any final words of wisdom?
No, thanks for letting me come on today. I had fun.
Right. At some point, because Kelley has a Pro Stitcher light there and I do not. So I told her, Kelley, I'm going to fly out and we're going to make some videos together so I could have a Pro Stitcher light in them. But you also live on the other side of the nation.
Yeah, and guess what? Because I updated to the Connect on my Pro Stitcher light, that's why I couldn't get it to work today. And that's why I think it just beeped a while ago at us.
Roll back. Kristen, turn off your Wi-Fi.
And turn off your Wi-Fi, yeah.
Chris, you do computer things. I have a question. So if I turn on my tablet and I go into the Windows update, I gotta go look at this. Because I was telling people that this was true, and I don't know if it is true. And now that we have someone who knows computers.
Can she become my best friend? I need computer help every day.
Roberta says, good luck with your fitness plan.
We'll see if I can lose my belly.
All right, let me see. I was digitizing designs the other day sitting on the couch, and I did a quilt layout. Okay, so Chris, if I go to like my update, check for updates. I know this computer probably needs to be updated. And I go down to advanced options. And I change my active hours. So on my computer and on my tablets, I have changed my active hours to or change them from what they were to 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. because those are the hours that I figure I might be quilting. Will it not try to automatically update Windows if I change those active hours? If the answer is yes, and I am correct, I will make a video for everybody about what I'm talking about.
I thought that our tablets wouldn't update automatically unless we turned our Wi-Fi on.
Sure, Jan.
Who's Jan?
They're not. Jan and Marcia. Brady.
Oh, are you picking on me now?
I'm not picking on you. I'm saying, sure, that's what's going to happen. Maybe it was supposed to happen.
Marcia.
Well, Chris said no. The Windows still wants to be in control. All right. Well, I tried.
It's a control freak.
It's right. So we can call it Adam. I'm not really a control freak. Okay. Any parting things from Kelley Janome?
No, thank you for today.
Thank you for today. This is fun. It's usually I'm just talking to myself. Tilt your head to your left.
Me?
Farther to I would just want to see your thread wall.
Oh.
I just love your thread wall.
That's one of my thread walls. Yeah.
Even airplane mode won't keep it from updating. Interesting.
How is that possible? I thought airplane mode was like the way to be safe.
Because it got weepy.
I hate internet crap.
All right, everyone. Let's end it with some positivity. We love you all. Hey, is that a sweatshirt? What's your sweatshirt say?
Mine?
Yeah. Oh, it's just the flag.
I love the USA.
I didn't know if it was one from the graduation.
Oh, no, I don't have that. That one's a short sleeve. It's cold right now.
Oh, okay. Everybody, thank you for joining us. This was a whole hot mess express. That's fine. It's us. If you have any questions, you can. Oh, how can people follow you on social media?
Follow me?
Yeah.
I don't do anything on social media. I just do Janome Longarm user page.
Okay, well, which one's that? Maybe they might not have a Janome, but they might want to join.
I mean,
it
anybody
you have
can
classes.
friend me if they want to. I'm Kelley, Kelley Chain McKenzie. But I'm also on Janome Longarm users Facebook page.
Is that what the Facebook page is actually called, Janome Longarm users?
Yeah, Janome
And
Longarm
you guys do classes and stuff on there?
Yep.
They don't have to know that you have a handy quilter or something else.
Yeah,
right?
if they need pro stitcher help, they can just go join that, and we help everybody.
It's kind of like the handy quilt. It's kind of like Pro Stitcher Posse. No, it's kind of like the Pro Stitcher page, but branded Janome. But you are there, so you answer questions. So if you guys want to go join that, yeah, you don't post that much.
I don't because I think I'm just old school. I don't know. I don't know how.
You know what? I'm gonna get you a Commit 30 journal, and instead of working out, it can be, did you post today?
But I don't know what to post.
Anything. Post a picture of your threads and say, pretty. Okay, on that note, we're off.
Okay,
everybody,
bye.
have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next. Wait, is next week? What day is Christmas?
Christmas is Monday, so
let's go. Let's do it next Wednesday. Oh, I might be here on Tuesday. We might go away for Christmas. So let's say next Wednesday, 1 o'clock Pacific. We'll see you. I'll try to have something quilty ready to go. Maybe I'll quilt something. I don't know. Oh, I do have some things I got to quilt. Maybe we'll quilt later. I don't know. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. Sorry about the issues in the beginning. But, hey, everything gets better. Merry Christmas. Enjoy it. Have the most wonderful weekend ever. I hope you get everything that you wanted and that Santa is nice to you. And you know what? If you didn't get it, Santa wants you to go buy it.
That's right.
Whether it be an AccuQuilt, a Laura Star, a Janome M8, a Janome M7. What else? Fabric, new rotary blades, needles,
a membership
threads,
to Massage Envy.
A membership to Massage Envy, I guess. All of those things. Santa wants you to have them, so get them for yourself. If you are shopping anywhere and you want to use my affiliate codes, I would love it. They're pinned on my Facebook page. If not, just try ASF10. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, whatever. And we'll see you in the next one. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.